Postal problems during the pandemic, that's nothing new, but the people here in this Clinton Township neighborhood, and we've been talking to many of them, they are worried about what's happening right now. I'm Hank Winchester. Help me, Hank. We're live tonight.
All right, Hank, man, you better bundle up. The local forecaster's tracking single-digit temperatures on the way. Tim.
It's known as the biggest blight on the boulevard. Lee Plaza, been vacant for 25 years, stood in this spot for almost 100. It's getting a makeover. We'll show you around inside, coming up.
Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
That breaking news coming to us from the city of Detroit. The Wayne County prosecutor has just charged this man, 44-year-old Rondell Waters, in the murder and mutilation of his girlfriend, Latima Warren. Waters is also charged with tampering with evidence.
Detroit police found human remains Monday at a home on the city's west side. The Wayne County medical examiner confirms the remains are those of the 32-year-old mother of 4. She's been missing since December 28th of last year. Waters is due back in court February 3rd.
Our other top story at this 5 o'clock hour, several new developments tonight in the disappearance of 17-year-old Zion Foster.
Foster's 21-year-old cousin, a person of interest in the case, turned himself into police last night.
But as of right now, still no signs of Zion. A private investigator has now stepped in and is offering a few new clues in the case. So let's get to defender Sean Lay. And Sean, you spoke with her mother today.
Critical missing case, Devin and Kimberly. Yes, Zion's mother says she and police continue to search day and night for Zion. She continues to pray that she'll come home safe.
I'm nervous about a phone call. I'm nervous about a knock at the door. You know, of course, I'm hoping, I'm praying, I'm pleading, you know, that is good news.
Sierra Milton has been living a nightmare since January 4th when her 17-year-old daughter Zion Foster went missing. A doorbell camera capturing Zion's cousin, picking her up that night from her home in East Point at 10:30 in his white Acura. Wednesday, Detroit police naming that cousin as a person of interest in Zion's disappearance, and he turned himself in to Detroit police last night. Milton says since January 4th, she's asked him time and again where her daughter is.
Why isn't he saying where she is?
That's the scary part.
Also, a private investigator out of Chicago specializing in human trafficking contacted the local 4 defenders with photos of the cousin's Acura on January 10th in Detroit and Hazel Park. Then the car was spotted January 13th in Waterford, but no photos of Zion in the car or who was driving. Detroit police say they've recovered that car and are very concerned about Zion.
We're asking the community to help us find her. If anybody has any information as to her whereabouts.
It's a waiting game, a scary waiting game.
Imagine if you're a parent and your child is missing like Zion is missing right now. And again, Police Chief James White in Detroit and East Point Police both saying, look, if you know anything about the disappearance of Zion Foster, to please give them a call with any information, but also look on social media, Devin and Kimberly, for any clues to where she might be. Back to you.
Well, Sean, talk more about the fact that Zion and this person of interest are cousins.
Correct. Cousins by marriage. I asked Zion's mom if it was unusual for them to be together and hang out. She said absolutely not. In fact, on January 4th, the plan was Zion got off of work. He came to pick her up. They were watching a streaming series together. That was the plan, but she hasn't been seen since.
Yeah. All right, Sean.
First responders rescue a woman from a house fire in Detroit. It happened this afternoon at a home on 30th Street near West Warren and I-94. We're told firefighters were able to remove the woman from the home before putting out the fire. She was taken to the hospital. We're working to find out her condition.
As promised, the chill is sticking around, not going to let up overnight.
Let's get over to Paul Gross. We're talking about single-digit temperatures here when we wake up, Paul.
Yeah, here we go again. Yeah, it's been a cold day, and we're going to have a pretty cold night ahead. Right now, in our metro zone, we're kind of holding on to right around 20 degrees. 20 in Detroit, 21 at Grosse Ile. We have 21 over in Taylor, 20 in Livonia. You get into our south zone, and it's upper teens to around 20 degrees. You can see Dundee over to Deerfield, Adrian. And then in our west zone, it's all teens. Now, I think the thermometer in Ypsilanti at this observer's location is running a little warm. It's been consistently about 3 degrees too warm most days, but in any event, it looks like it's teens here for the west zone. And then up in our north zone, we have 15 right now in Melvin, 18 in Sandusky, 16 Oxford, Ortonville, over to Lapeer, 17 over in Romeo. Storm Tracker 4 still showing a few flurries, very, very light snow showers. This stuff's going to go away. The clouds tonight are going to go away, and we're going to see temperatures really cratering. Now, through the evening hours, we'll see that gradual clearing. We'll already be down around 10 degrees by midnight, going well down into the single digits by tomorrow morning. So we'll talk more about that and our weekend snow chances in just a few minutes.
All right, Paul. A Pfizer vaccine for children under the age of 5 may be coming soon.
Dr. Anthony Fauci says he hopes it may be available within a month, but he says it could take a little longer than that. Studies show Pfizer's dose for kids 6 months to 2 years of age had an adequate response, but that was not the case for children ages 2 to 4. Pfizer is still trying to figure out the right dosage for that age group, so it may take longer to get that information to the FDA. Also on the vaccine front, a new order from the state is going to require Michigan nursing homes to offer on-site vaccinations to all residents.
And they don't have all that long to comply either. Megan Woods live tonight with a reaction to this new rule and why it's happening now. Megan.
Yeah, well, the state's Department of Health and Human Services say it's happening now because of this Omicron variant. But now nursing homes have until mid-February for residents who, as of today, are eligible for that booster shot. Nursing homes have just 30 days to offer that on-site vaccination. This new order is saying residents don't have to get vaccinated against COVID, but their nursing home must offer on-site doses of COVID vaccines. They are also encouraged to give information to their residents to make informed decisions. That's not all. If a resident doesn't make their own medical decisions, nursing homes are required to contact the person who does make those decisions to let them know the opportunity to get a booster dose on site is available.
It further protects residents in our nursing homes across the state, ensuring that they have access to COVID-19 vaccines so that they can get up to date right there where they are in the nursing homes.
Data shows 74% of eligible Michigan nursing home residents already received their booster shot. So the question is, why have this order now?
We have worked with skilled nursing facilities to provide vaccines on site in the past, and this effort is just a continuation of that to ensure that all the Michiganders can easily access the COVID-19 vaccine.
This also includes transferred or newly admitted residents. That nursing home still has 30 days to offer that on-site vaccination to that resident. It all depends on that resident's eligibility date for that booster shot. And the state says if a nursing home doesn't comply, they could be fined. It is a misdemeanor. So if these nursing homes need help, they're asked to reach out to the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services. Live in Detroit, I'm Megan Woods, Local 4.
Hey, Megan, thank you. Canton police investigating an attempted abduction of a 12-year-old boy. Take a look here at a picture from surveillance video of what investigators believe is the suspect's car. It happened around 7:30 yesterday morning. Police say the student was at a bus stop on Mott Road when the suspect tried to grab him. They say the boy was able to get away. Police have a very, very vague description of the suspect. They say he could be in his 30s. He was wearing a black hoodie and gray pants.
Long stood as a rather iconic symbol of Detroit's decline. The old Lee West Plaza Hotel on West Grand Boulevard. Been vacant for decades now, but that's soon going to change. Tim Pamela got to go inside the building to see how developers plan to bring the Lee Plaza back to life.
This is the towering Lee Plaza on West Grand Boulevard. It's been shuttered for 25 years, abandoned, ransacked, but it's finally getting a new lease on life as we make our way indoors here. This was one of the poshest addresses in town back in the 1930s, but more recently, it's been a bit of an eyesore in this Northwest Goldberg neighborhood.
I am so geeked.
That's Dan Austin, a local architectural preservationist. He runs a website, historicdetroit.org. He says he's been watching this building over the years and didn't have a good feeling about it.
And this was one of those buildings that just 10 years ago we were looking at saying nobody could ever save this.
But with Detroit City Council yesterday approving $7 million and several private development companies, the money has come together to start work on restoring this Art Deco gem. Across the road in the neighborhood, Daryl and Dave here were pleased to hear the news.
Great news, man. It's good for the neighborhood, you know. We got a lot of blight around here, and I know the population is going to go up and make the neighborhood a little better.
The value of the houses is going to go up, the property, school, and people going to move to the neighborhood, and that's good for Detroit. It's beautiful.
Beautiful indeed. Can't wait to see it. They say work should begin within the year, and it will comprise a combination of senior living on the lower levels and general occupation on the upper levels. Some good news along West Grand Boulevard as they return the Lee Plaza back to its former glory. That is a scene along the boulevard this afternoon. Tim Pamplin, on Local 4.
That'd be cool. Nice. All right, Tim.